ago, I was actually opposed to voluntary assisted dying, but my views have changed. Some recent experiences, of course, have had a profound effect on my thinking about the topic of death and dying, and how I die, and how much dignity I have when I die. And you will notice from the titles of the various repeal bills put forward in federal parliament that there have been a lot of terms used, a lot of terms bandied about, and as I said, some of these are inappropriate. And it's really important that we get the terminology correct. We're talking here about voluntary assisted dying. We're not talking about euthanasia or suicide, as I've mentioned. So those against it use that language to run the emotive argument, and I just find that not tolerable, because you have to understand the bill, you have to understand what the word voluntary means. We're not forcing anyone to do it. Ending one's own life by suicide is usually the result of mental ill health such as psychosis or severe depression. And suicide's a tragedy, don't get me wrong, and every possible measure should be taken to reduce the incidence of suicide until we eliminate it entirely. But by contrast, voluntary assisted dying is a rational act made by someone whose life-limiting illness is causing them intolerable pain or physical discomfort, and as a result they have no prospects for quality of life. Suicide tends to be preceded by isolation and loneliness, not always, but usually, whereas voluntary assisted dying usually brings patients closer to family and loved ones.